The delay. Leo stood in front of the bathroom sink. It was 11 p.m. and the house was perfectly quiet. His parents were asleep down the hall. The only sound was the soft hiss of the water running from the faucet. Leo splashed cold water on his face to wake himself up. He rubbed his eyes with a towel and looked up into the mirror. That was when it happened. Leo blinked, but in the mirror, his reflection didn't blink. Leo froze. He stared at the glass. His reflection stared back, wide-eyed. A full 3 seconds later, the reflection finally blinked. Leo's stomach dropped. He grabbed the edge of the sink. "I'm just tired," he whispered. In the mirror, his reflection's lips didn't move. 3 seconds later, the reflection's mouth formed the word tired. It was like watching a video that was lagging, but this was real life. Leo slowly raised his right hand. He counted in his head. 1, 2, 3. On 3, the reflection raised its hand. Leo felt a cold sweat on his neck. He needed to leave the bathroom. He needed to wake up his dad. He turned around and reached for the doorknob. Click. The door was locked. He frowned. He hadn't locked it. He tried to turn the little silver lock, but it was jammed tight. He jiggled the handle. It wouldn't budge. "Mom! Dad!" he called. He waited for the echo in the mirror. He expected to hear his own voice repeat 3 seconds later, but the mirror stayed silent. He turned back to face the glass. His reflection was no longer standing by the sink. The bathroom in the mirror was empty. Leo's heart hammered against his ribs. He looked closely at the reflection of the room behind him. The shower curtain in the real world was blue. The shower curtain in the mirror was blue. The tiles were the same. But then he saw something in the mirror that wasn't in the real room. In the reflection, the bathroom door was wide open, and standing in the dark hallway just outside the doorframe was a tall, gray shape. It had arms that were too long, hanging down to its knees. It didn't have a face, just a smooth patch of skin where eyes should be. Leo spun around to look at the real door. It was still shut and locked. He looked back at the mirror. The gray thing in the reflection took a step into the bathroom. It was moving fast. It wasn't lagging anymore. It stood right behind where Leo's reflection should have been. Leo watched in horror as the creature raised a long gray finger. It reached out toward the glass surface from the inside. Leo backed up until his back hit the real door. "Go away!" he yelled. The creature in the mirror pressed its finger against the glass. Tap, tap, tap. Leo heard the sound come from the mirror, but he also felt the vibration on the floor. Then the creature did something impossible. It didn't just touch the glass. Its finger pushed through the surface of the mirror like it was dipping a hand into a pond. Ripples spread across the glass. The gray hand reached out into the real world. Leo screamed and scrambled into the bathtub, pulling the shower curtain shut. He curled into a ball, covering his ears. He waited for the creature to grab him. He waited to feel those cold, gray fingers.
He squeezed his eyes shut and counted to 10. 1, 2, 3. The room went silent. The tapping stopped. The water faucet stopped running. Leo waited another minute. Nothing happened. Slowly, shaking, he pulled back the shower curtain. The bathroom was empty. The mirror was smooth and normal. The gray thing was gone. Leo let out a massive breath. He laughed nervously. He said, "It was a dream, just a waking dream." He climbed out of the tub. He walked to the mirror to wash his face one last time, just to calm down. He looked at himself. He looked normal. He raised his hand. The reflection raised his hand instantly. No delay. "See?" he said. "Totally normal." He turned to the door. He grabbed the knob. It turned easily. It wasn't locked anymore. Leo opened the door and stepped out into the hallway. "Dad!" he called out. "I've had a nightmare." He looked down the hall toward his parents' bedroom. But the hallway didn't end at his parents' room. The hallway just kept going. It stretched out into darkness, miles and miles of carpet and doors. Leo turned around to run back into the bathroom, but he stopped. There was no bathroom. There was only a giant glass wall. On the other side of the glass, Leo saw his bathroom. He saw the sink, the blue shower curtain, and the open door. And standing in the bathroom, looking into the mirror, was a person who looked exactly like him. The person was smiling. The thing on the other side walked away and turned off the bathroom light.
Leo ended up trapped in the dark, watching a fake version of himself live his life. He was left on the wrong side of the glass. It's a terrifying ending. But here's the real horror. How many of you are doing that right now? How many of you are standing in the shadows, paralyzed by fear, watching your own potential walk away without you? That feeling of being lagged, of being stuck while the world moves on, that isn't a ghost story. That's life. But here's the difference between you and Leo. He accepted the lock. You hold the key. If you feel trapped in that dark hallway of depression, failure, or doubt, do not just stand there and watch the light go out. You are not a reflection. You are the source. You are the one who casts the shadow, not the one who fears it. So if life puts a wall between you and your dreams, you don't turn around. You don't hide. You smash the glass. Don't let your doubts live your life for you. Step out of the dark. Reclaim your spot in the sun, and make the world wait for you. Wake up, break through, and never let the nightmare win.